Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where I need to do a little bit of prefacing here at this point. This is the very first time I'm trying to record on my new setup. From this point forward, from this video going live, every video on this channel will be recorded from Linux. And that is very exciting. There may be a couple of wacky things. You'll notice I think the cursor is a little smaller than it used to be. As far as I can tell, there's nothing I can do about that right now, but there may be a few small janky things here and there, but everything should largely be the same. Fingers crossed. Anyway, why are we making so little gold? I just noticed that. Why are we making so little gold? That's exciting. 9.2? That seems like a low amount. Anyway, we're going to proceed here, and everything should theoretically be fine. So automated armies, sure, whatever. What do we have in here? We can ransom some prisoners, we can negotiate some alliances as well, and this might be something that we are interested in doing. This is inside of our realm, and inside of our realm is actually completely fine. So we'll do that, and we are going to ransom off all of these guys. Absolutely. Okay, already considering a proposal. Sounds fine. Marvelous news. Excellent. Also, this is the first time I'm running Crusader Kings on Linux, for the record, so there might be a few little bit of frame drops here and there as we get shaders compiled. Shouldn't be a big deal, though, all things considered. So this ransom is acceptable, and that will be fine. Let me know if you notice any technical issues that I don't call out, by the way. I may or may not see them, so that'll be interesting. But for now, we're going to just continue forward. Okay, 97.7. It looks like that initial amount, it just wasn't correct. And that's probably because I'm carrying over my save game. It's a whole thing. So, if I remember correctly, we were thinking about attacking this guy eventually. This is a fantastic subjugation war. We're not really ready to do it yet, but that's a really, really good concept. We were also talking about attacking this guy and doing a holy war for this kingdom, which we could theoretically do, but he's got an alliance and it's a little spooky. So we're also working down over here to fabricate a couple of extra claims. So that all seems fine. Oh, 150 prestige. We'll take that. We gotta make our way up to illustrious on the level of fame. So that's absolutely fine. How old are we? We are 34. Okay, sounds good. So we have a stewardship perk available, and we are going to absolutely grab golden obligations here. 100% golden obligations is our goal. So that'll be fine. We'll work our way down that, and yes, we want the claim on this Sakana. So at this moment, we need to go into our fabricate claim, and we need to fabricate a claim right down over here. Wonderful. So that will be fine, and we are going to get that completed. We're still going to need one more claim after that, and that's going to be this one up over here. Sure. Learn language scheme is probably fine. We don't have to actually do it, but it doesn't matter. It's not stopping us from doing anything else, so that seems fine. Now, we can found a holy order, not like we want to do that. We can demand some money from our steward, which we are delighted to do, and we can get a little bit of money from this ransom, and that brings us up to 714 gold at this moment. So in Madurai, what do we want to get going on here? We could definitely upgrade our infirmaries, but I want to be upgrading things like castle upgrades, to be honest. So that would mean upgrading this. That's 892. This would be 892 as well, which I think is a little more expensive than some of these other castles. But this one we can't upgrade because it's camel culture, and we don't have the machicolations unlocked yet. This one we can't upgrade for the same reason. So it's just these two over here, and I think we're just going to wait for these castle upgrades, to be honest. One more month tick for this one, and then the other castle upgrade will be a while after that, to be sure. So that all seems relatively fine. What is this ransom? 20 gold? Sure, we'll take 20 gold. Why wouldn't we? Okay, we'll get that castle upgrading. That will be fantastic. So we can't really go to war until we have 2 additional claims fabricated, until we get a little stronger to fight this guy. And we're also going to need to be exalted among men for our level of fame. So we'll need to build up our fame level to fight him. And then this guy, we absolutely want to do a holy war for this kingdom. And this is spooky. Also, his other rulers may end up joining this war. Oh, that's exciting. Interesting. I didn't notice this on Windows, where when we mouse over the actual link there, the cursor highlights. Maybe I just never noticed that. Exciting. Anyway, that's not particularly relevant. Let's proceed forward for now. By the way, this is the native Linux version of CK3. I'm not running this through Proton or anything, which there will be some Proton shenanigans going on in the future, but I'm going to try to keep that all under the hood, and things shouldn't really change particularly. There'll be a little bit of change particularly to the credits scene, but it should be very, very similar, all things considered. Okay, so 150 prestige we're absolutely going to take. That's phenomenal. And this castle is fully upgraded. It's this one that we need to get upgraded. So 892 gold. Sounds good. This fabrication is going to be finished fairly soon, and we are absolutely going to go after him. We're not submitting to the Great Khan. Get out of here. We do have too few spouses. Do we care about that? Well, our current wife is 22 stewardship. Can we get anyone better? No. So in that case, it doesn't really matter all that much, and we should instead be sorting by things like alliance power. Oh, we can get allied to this guy. We want to take him over. We don't want to actually ally him. So for the time being, this is fine. Ah, yes. Fantastic. So we're close to getting our Empire tier title, but we don't have that yet. We can get it basically 2 ways at this point. We're going to be fighting this guy very, very soon. That's probably going to be our next goal. And in fact, we don't need a claim on the entire duchy because we already have that. We're going to take the claim on just the county. And then if we were hypothetically to declare this, which we're not going to do, we are truced to him right now anyway. As you can see, we'd take all of this and we would not get this. So we absolutely need to come up over this direction and get ourselves a claim fabricated here. Cool. So that seems fine. Over in Madurai, I definitely want to get this fortress upgraded. No doubt about that. And we're currently 154 gold short on that, so that's only 2 months away. Really not too bad. So we've got a 76% success chance on that, huh? Okay, well, seems fine. We can isolate our capital. What's this plague? It's a minor pox up over here. Yeah, those are both minor. We'll keep an eye out. Or maybe we'll summon the physician. What do we got for a physician right now? Do we even have one? No, we don't. We could get one. These are all poor, terrible. I don't really want to put money into it. Oh, here's an average. Okay, we'll keep an eye out. I'm not going to seek a physician because we're going to have this lady do the job. Okay, so that'll do for now. And we have a fair amount of gold on hand. So I'm going to get this castle upgrading immediately. Excellent. So next, what we probably want to consider putting our money into, that's a lot of gold. No, what a waste of gold. We lose some legitimacy for it, but it's okay. So at this point, we want to let that all get finished, right? All of these fortress upgrades. These castles, I'm not going to be too concerned about upgrading just yet. We don't directly control them. So that is absolutely fine. Now, over this direction, we are going to need to get some increased amounts of building over here. Oh, we just got court officials. So that brings us up to 7 of 8. Well, that changes this a little bit. So we're going to revoke this guy's title, I believe, right? Yeah, this is correct. I want to revoke his title. He's going to be upset about it, but what's he going to do, right? So we're going to want to get some upgrades going here. Now, I believe we can't build any... we can actually build this upgrade. Noblesse oblige. Hang on. We don't want that. Get out of here. we are going to grab ourselves instead. Machicolations is already being exposed. So I'm thinking we're just going to go for cranes. We could also go Royal Armory, Sappers, Standing Armies if we wanted to really go all in on the military. I'm leaning towards Royal Armory right now. Okay, so that'll be fine, and we could certainly get a blacksmith upgrade going here. This is relatively cheap, but I'm going to go for the keep here instead. I just want to get that upgraded as quickly as we can. So that looks fine. We can found a holy order. We're not going to do that. That's not going to be a thing at this time. Okay, so there we go. An unpressed claim on the kingdom. Very rude. Okay, up over this direction, this claim is being fabricated, so that'll be a little bit yet. Let's check in on this plague over here. Yeah, I'm really not too concerned about this. This is probably about as good as it's, or rather about as big as it's going to get. So that all sounds good. We're just waiting on this fabrication at this point. So let's get that done. And our son learned the Tibetan language, and our sister died from smallpox. Okay, cool. And we're going to fabricate this claim, and that means it's time to go to war. See it done. Perfect. We also have this ransom. So there we go. Now we're going to declare war on this guy if we can. We're still truced. How long is that truce? This guy. 17 months. We can be patient 17 months. That's okay. So now all of our money is going to be invested, and we're keeping an eye on the alliance situation here. It's gotten worse. That's definitely not an improvement. And up over this direction, this situation, not ideal for us at this time either. Of course, we need a lot more fame anyway. Okay, so we managed to learn this person's language, sure. And whose claim is this? What claim do you have? May your journey be swift and safe. We can't do anything about that. This guy is independent here. That's interesting. We don't really have a claim on him. I'm assuming we're still truce to this guy. Yeah. But we could definitely expand here. And I really, really want to do this. We could holy war for the county and see if this guy joins. If he does, that's not necessarily a problem, is it? We should be able to fight him on his own. So let's go ahead and raise up our forces here then. And we're going to head right on in. Yeah, that's what I thought. He just walked into us. That was unfortunate for him. And we finished our raise, and yeah, we stack wiped him. So we're going to take this over. This war's over. There's nothing he can do about it. There we go. We'll enforce those demands and disband our troops. Fantastic. We don't want to hold this ourselves, so we'll grant that out. Delightful. Okay, so at this point, we just need money to invest because we're waiting on our truce with this guy. This is our next big move, is pushing this claim. And we can't do that yet, or well, we can, but I'm choosing not to. 1 year until this truce is over. So that seems absolutely fine. I'm not terribly concerned about that. I still very much want to go after this guy. We need to build up our level of fame for that. We need to be exalted among men. And for that, we're going to need about 5,000 more fame. We will generate some fame from this war down here, for sure. But it's going to be interesting. We'll see how it goes. That's for sure. A ransom? Yes, please. So we have 980 gold. We should probably invest that. And I'm thinking here in Korkai, this is armored footmen here. And I'm actually thinking we boost our 100-acre fields here. This would boost us up by 0.45 gold per month. That's pretty significant. Let's get that going. I want to be building faster, of course, but there's only so much building that we can do. And that's absolutely understood. But we're just waiting on this. There's no other real opportunities. I do want to go after this guy. I'm going to turn a quick profit with some clever trades here. I'm assuming that if we did this, yeah, this would be the same situation. So when is our truce with him up? 2 years? So that'll be after. Okay. Ooh, okay. We'll summon the physician here, but what is this plague? This is an apocalyptic plague that has spawned here. Okay. We're going to isolate our capital. We're going to enter seclusion. It's a lot of legitimacy loss, but we're hiding. This is going to hurt. We're going to go for desperate measures. I wonder if we're successful. I almost never do this. Nope, we were not. Okay. This will not happen again. Do you understand me? Okay. So, this smallpox is going to hurt a lot, but luckily, I think we were able to keep ourselves secluded. But yeah, look at this. Oh, that's rough. That's really, really rough. So we'll throw the trader in jail there. That's fine. And we just need to wait this out. So we're above our domain limit, and we're at 8 of 6 at this moment, and that's just... It's just the way it is. We can grant this back out, but this is the only one that we can afford to grant back out. So for now, that's the best we can do. It is unfortunate. We lost our personal physician. Okay. So we need a new marshal. That's going to be... Honestly, this guy. He's much better at marshal than he is at steward. And this lady is not very good at it, and she's about to die, so that's going to be exciting for her, I'm sure. We're going to certainly look at getting ourselves a personal physician again here. Ooh, this is not going to be great. He's very bad at the job, but it's better than nothing, I suppose. Okay, we got our stress level down, so that's fine. But this is going to be really bad. We did just discover machicolations. So that means that we are now able to come over here and upgrade this, in theory, to a level 4 castle. We will need 20 additional gold, and we'll wait on that, for sure. Our brother died, and that gained us a stress level. Understood. Okay, Cash. Come on. There we go. Perfect. So at least our brother is now a novice physician. But this is not ideal. Well, a fortress building has been constructed. That is down over this direction. And that is, of course, wonderful. But the development is going to be really bad. We've been really wrecked by plagues repeatedly. We can't actually do anything here other than just expose him. We just inherited the Dama of Sivakasi, which is this. And actually, we just changed our regent, and that brings us up to an 8 of 8 domain. But our regent is not doing so well. He's old, he's gonna die, and that's going to be painful for him, I'm sure. I'm gonna spend 150 gold on getting 75 prestige, actually. We need to work up our Exalted Among Men. Our wife has smallpox here, and this is... Our wife is imprisoned? By us? Interesting. That would be why we had our stewardship drop. Okay. Once again, all of the stewardship wives are lowborn, up until we get to this 16. Not ideal, but it'll do. Okay, we're gonna have to make her be our primary spouse. There we go. And presumably, once she arrives, we'll be able to have her be here. Okay. Our other wife died, and that's not surprising. She died of smallpox, like everyone else. We're to grab It Is My Domain, and that will, of course, mean that we can say, now, where are my loyal subjects? And I don't want to spend legitimacy on it. Consider it an extra test of loyalty. So that, of course, means we want to come down to Mahal and upgrade this to a level 4 castle. That is the current goal. So that will be absolutely fine here. And then we're just kind of waiting for this plague to end, because at this moment, we aren't truced with this guy. But also, I don't want to fight him. Not while this plague is raging. So this plague is going to be going away fairly soon-ish. It's been here for about a year as of right now. Our next wife also got sick and has failed treatment. Okay. She's in poor health. She's only 26, so she'll probably be okay, right? Nope, she was not okay. I think we'll wait until after the plague is over to get remarried. The good news is we haven't gotten sick yet. So there is that. We do have 900 gold right now. Up over in Calicut, we are definitely thinking about... Oh, this is a maxed out blacksmith? Yeah, okay. Sure. I don't want to lose legitimacy here. We're going to expel the Revenant. Okay. So out over this direction, I definitely want to get upgrades out over here for sure. 730 gold? No. This way, this is what I want to do. I want to upgrade this manor house. We'll get that underway. Oh, that's exciting. Okay, that's definitely a lesson learned. My push to mute button is not currently functioning. I will have to look at that after this episode. Good to know. Good to know. I'll just probably change the push to mute button. It's okay. But I'll have to get used to that. So I apologize for that, but we will definitely solve that problem soon. Okay, so smallpox should be starting to go away here soon. This has been present for about a year and a half. We just finished up our fortress building construction in Madurai, and that is, of course, a very good thing. Now, we could certainly build a hospice upgrade, and not that I think that that'll do all that much. Ask to promote legend. You know what? We'll take your gold. Sounds good. Our regent is leveraging her position. What is her stewardship skill? 9? Okay. That is absolutely noted. The good news is we haven't been hit by this smallpox yet. But it's still present. Heresy? Rude. But actually, we won the debate. Cool. So that all looks fine. We've got about 1,000 gold on hand right now. I'm going to upgrade this elephantry. This is just for increasing our economy. As you can see, our economy is dipping. This is due to the plague. 100%. Yeah, we'll lose a tiny bit of stress here. That'll be fine. After the plague, we can have some funerals, and that will definitely help matters for us, for sure. But this plague is very rough. It's killed 227 characters so far. That's a lot of characters. 150 gold, huh? Imprisoner. Done. We'll take that 150 gold because I would like to put it somewhere. Apocalyptic Inquisition here, huh? 50% holding taxes for every infected county? Woof. Well, that's gonna hurt. So that includes places like this, right? So that's gonna be for 10 years. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Do we want to do the coastal quarantine? Honestly, that hurt us last time. It's probably not actually a problem. I didn't want to lose the legitimacy last time, but we're going to not do that. I'd like to not take that hit again. Okay, so our fortress was just constructed, and... Are there no sick houses? Indeed. There are sick houses. We've been building them. What we need more than anything, of course, is for this plague to start to retreat. And that should be fairly soon. Actually, I see it starting to retreat out over here on the fringes. Yeah, looks good. Okay, so it is about time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, the plague will pass, And then we're going to fight this guy, take him over entirely. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Dark Horse, Ethan Feldman, okay, this is a little slow, I'll speed this up a little. Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, Spock, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.